Sometimes our overwhelm shows up by our body waving the red flag, letting us know it needs some TLC. This can show up as aches and pains, waking up stiff, being harder to put socks on or tie your shoes. Just noticing that your body feels heavy and that it's not moving like it used to. This is a clear this is a clear indication that you were overwhelmed, that your body is overwhelmed and it has had enough. We need to take care of it. So that's what we're going to do today in this full body deep stretch. Now, you do not need to be flexible at all to do this stretch with me. I'm calling it deep just simply because it goes deep into the emotional state and everything that your body is holding on to. Now, I do encourage you to have either a pair of blocks or a couple of pillows available for a couple of our stretches. And then also, if you have a yoga strap, I can show you some modifications to use with that. If you don't have a yoga strap, we definitely don't need it. If you want to follow along with it though, you could grab like a belt or a scarf or a kitchen towel. These are just options simply to make the stretches more accessible to you, especially if your body is feeling extra tight, because it doesn't matter how flexible you are. If you are holding on to stress and tension into your muscles, they just aren't going to stretch as much as you want them to. But I guarantee after today's practice, you're going to feel lighter and more at ease and be able to go through your everyday tasks easier. So hello, welcome to Morgan Lee Yoga. My name is Morgan, and today we are going to start sitting at the top of our mat. So I invite you to bring your feet flat to the earth. And we're going to start by bringing our hands back behind us, arching through our back, lifting up to the sky. Big breath in here. And exhale, come back through center. Walk your hands forward. Give your knees a hug, round through your spine. Let's do that a couple more times. We're just waking up our spine here before we move. Arms come back behind, pulling your shoulders back, opening up, gaze up. And exhale, pull your navel in and round through your spine, hug your knees in. Go ahead, let's take that one more time. Arms come back, looking up towards the sky. And exhale, rounding forward. Great job. From here, go ahead and bring your hands behind your thighs, and we're going to take a little rock and roll movement. So just start by letting yourself rock back onto your back and using momentum to rock all the way back up. If you don't make it, that's okay, just try again. This isn't meant to be like intense. This is meant to be kind of fun. Massaging our spine, massaging our glutes, all of the above. Just take a couple more here, moving at your own pace. And then on your last one, settle in, bringing your knees into your chest. Tuck your chin in towards your chest into a little ball squeeze. And then release, relax your shoulders down. Great job. Go ahead and do a couple of ankle rolls here, using both feet at once, going both directions, all directions. You can kick a little, because releasing tension, releasing stress is not simply just about relaxing the muscles, but using physical movement and our breath to squeeze it out of our muscles, to just let it go. Reach your legs up towards the sky, point and flex your toes a few times. Great job. And then we'll lower our feet down towards the earth. Go ahead and bring your hands flat to the mat here. Engage your core, pulling your navel in towards your spine and tucking your pelvis under so your lower back is in contact with the mat. And from this point, we're going to inhale, lift our hips up. Don't need to go very high to begin with. And exhale, lower. We're just going to continue moving here. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to lower. Continue on your own breath. And this is what most of our stretches are going to look like today. We are going to start by bringing in dynamic movement and then a static hold. It's important to get both aspects when you are trying to go for a deep stretch, a tension and stress relief. So on this next one, lift your hips up and squeeze your glutes together. Hold here at the top. If you want to go up a little higher, you can go up higher. Breathe here, squeezing everything together. And slowly releasing back towards the earth. Great job. Keeping your feet flat on the mat, just let your knees fall to one side and then the other. And we're gonna windshield wiper our legs back and forth here a few times. Your arms can stay down by your side, or you can bring them up maybe overhead or to football arms. Again, we're not trying to move fast here. We're just trying to awaken all of our muscles. Letting it start to move with ease. Kind of like, you know, when you have like a squeaky door hinge and then you're trying to add oil to it, you kind of want to move it around. That's what we're doing here. And the oil is our breath, bringing oxygen to all of these squeaky joints. All right, bring your legs over to the right, and we're gonna pause here. If you want a little deeper stretch, you can stack one knee on top of the other, maybe gaze over your left shoulder into a supine twist, and breathe, sending breath down into all of those joints, into your lower spine, into your hips. And come back to center, feet flat to the earth, and then lower them down to the left, pausing here. Again, you can stack one knee on top of the other if you want, gazing over your right shoulder, and breathe. Come back through center. Feet flat to the earth. Lift your right leg to the sky and reach your your arms up to catch your calf, or maybe just start behind your thigh. That's a little bit easier to access here. And then we're gonna slowly lift our shoulders up, bringing our knee and our nose closer together, and then releasing down and coming out of that stretch just a little before we pull it in deeper and release. So kind of just this dynamic movement of scrunching everything in and then releasing it all down. If you are needing a deeper stretch than this, you can straighten through that left leg. But that's definitely just an option, because that can be intense. Now notice here, as you are pulling your leg in, try not to bring your hands behind your knee. Keep them either on your thigh or your calf. As you gently move in and out of this, we'll go 2 more times here. 1 more. And then we're gonna release all the way down before we hold it, because I want you to grab either a blanket or a block and to bring that underneath your hips, or a pillow or whatever. If you're using a pillow or a blanket, just fold it up a few times so that it lifts your hips up a few inches off the earth. And then keeping your left foot planted on the earth, bring that right leg up to the sky again. And then from here, you can bring your hands back behind your thigh or behind your calf and pull it in for a deeper stretch, and pause and hold. And just notice the sensation of how lifting your hips up here can actually bring you deeper into this stretch. Again, option to straighten through your left leg, but honestly, I find that very, very intense in this pose. So please just listen to your body and breathe. Relax your shoulders. You can close your eyes here. It's okay if you have a slight bend in your knee. We're not going for flexibility or perfection here. We're going for sensation and release. And we'll take one more deep breath in and exhale. Release your foot back down. Remove that block or pillow for now. We'll use it again in just a moment. But keeping your right knee bent, feet flat on the earth, lift your left leg up to the sky. And then again from here, you can bring your hands behind your thigh or your calf. And we're just gonna slowly roll up, pulling it in, and exhale, lower it down. Inhale, pull up and in, and exhale, lower. Continue moving here, slow and easy. If your knee and nose don't come very close, I don't care. It doesn't matter. That is not the purpose of this stretch. Again, we're bringing movement into our muscles, into those squeaky joints. Take a couple more here. And one more for good measure. And release everything to the earth. Bring that block or your pillow or whatever underneath your hips. Right foot planted on the earth. Left leg to the sky. Go ahead and grab behind your leg and slowly pull in for that deep stretch. We're not lifting our nose up. We're not doing that crunch motion at all here. This is simply a static hold. And we breathe into the sensation. Embrace the shakes, the wiggles. Again, option to straighten through your right leg, but with caution, as it is very intense. Relax and release. One more breath in. And exhale, lower both feet to the earth. Remove that block. And your spine comes back down to the earth. Go ahead and take a full body stretch here, straightening through both legs and arms. Big deep breath in. And exhale. Let it all go. And go ahead and rock and roll a few more times, coming into a seated position this time, but take a moment here to rock and roll a few more times. Notice already how different this feels in your body, how much more easily everything moves, and then come all the way up. Great job. When you arrive, we're going to come into a butterfly pose. So feet together, the bottoms of your feet together anyway, and knees wide. Bringing our hands to our ankles, just take a moment here and go side to side. And then back through center, and we're gonna come into some circles here, rounding through your spine, opening through your chest. And the whole while, you can even bring your hips and your glutes into this. You can lift your feet off the mat if you wanna have a little more fun with it. And we're coming around to the other side, reversing the direction. I always feel like a little kid when we come back into movements like this, because like, when do you ever do this? Like, never. But little kids are always moving like this. And we come back through center. Now we're gonna come into that static hold, bringing our elbows to the tops of our knees, pushing them slightly down here, not really like going for Olympic record here on flexibility, but just pushing them down, gazing towards your toes and breathing here. letting that stretch fully penetrate everywhere, releasing. And slowly come all the way back up. Bring your left leg out to the side, tucking that right foot in. We're gonna reach our left hand down towards our toes, our right arm comes up and over, and we move here. We don't stay in that stretch, so we come out and in a few times. Moving with our breath. You don't have to go very deep. It can be a very small movement like this. Just going where it feels good for you. And then coming all the way down now, reaching that right arm up and over. We're gonna pause here in this side body stretch first. Breathing and exhaling. One more time. And then come all the way up. Then we're gonna turn our hips to face towards our toe, reaching our arms forward and then coming back up. And reach forward and back up. Try to keep your spine long here if you can. I think it just naturally bends a little bit, but if you're trying and focusing on keeping it straight, it's going to have a different sensation than if you were just going for it. 2 more times. And last one. And from here you can settle all the way in, round through your spine, gazing towards your knee and releasing inward. It's okay if you can't grab onto your feet. You can just bring your hands to rest gently in front of you here. Breathe and settle into this stretch. Inviting all the muscles to soften, to open. And come all the way up. Let's repeat that on the other side. Bringing the left leg in, right leg out, hips pointing forward to begin with. And we start by coming into that side bend, dynamic movement, down and up. Down and up. Great job. Keep going. And we're going to hold this next one. Come all the way down and pause. Left arm up and over, stretching through that left side body. And come all the way back up. Bringing your hips to face towards your toes now. Reaching your hands forward and then coming back. Reach and release. Good job. Reach and release. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, pause. Settle in, round through your spine. And breathe here in this moment. Your body deserves this time. It's going to feel so much better afterwards. Everything's going to feel easier. Just simple, everyday tasks like unloading the dishwasher, or like I mentioned before, putting your shoes on. They're just going to be easier and more accessible, which is going to release burden in your life that you didn't even know you were carrying. Go ahead and come all the way up. And isn't that the point of all of these yoga videos? To release the burden in your life. Mental, physical, emotional, all of it. All right, go ahead and come into a straddle position, bringing both legs out beside you. And from here, we're gonna walk our hands forward. And you can use a block or you can just come onto the mat, and we're gonna go down and then up, bringing in that movement. So down onto your forearms and then back up. Do this a couple more times. Down and up. And you know what? I just realized, keep moving here, that I never actually showed you how to use the strap during those stretches that we were doing on the floor, which was my intention the entire time, was to use that strap. I'm so sorry about that. Well, we all make mistakes, right? So if you went and got a scarf or a towel and then we didn't use it, I apologize. But at the end of this practice, I can quickly show you a few ways to use that. Go ahead and come all the way down now and just pause here. If you want to come a little deeper, you can remove the block if you're using one, or you can straighten your hands out in front of you and come a little deeper, but pause and breathe here. Anyway, at the end of today's video, I will go back and show you a few modifications you can do with the strap so that next time you do this flow, you can use those. Just completely slipped my mind. And slowly come all the way up. All right, bringing our legs together now. From here, we're going to come into a pigeon pose. So to get there, I think the easiest way would be to start from all fours and just come back to tabletop. And we're gonna start with our left leg. So go ahead and bring it up behind your left hand, walk it over to the right side of your mat, drop your knee down, and then walk your right leg back. Now, a lot of times with pigeon pose, everyone tries to make their shin parallel to the top of the mat, and that is just not necessary. So just go where your body naturally goes. Everyone's anatomy is a little bit different. So I invite you to just embrace where you are. Now we're going to go up and down a few times here. So we're gonna go forward, push down, and then back up. Walk your hands back. Walk your hands forward. Lower and come up and straighten and back to the earth and come all the way up. Go ahead and take that one more time, and then all the way up. Now for your static hold, you have two options. Option one is to stay upright here, really centering your gravity like right over the top of that hip flexor and letting the stretch be here. You can bring in a block for that left glute if it's super intense. Option two would be to come all the way to the earth, letting your forehead come down to the earth or onto your hands and settling in here. Now both of these dynamic holds are going to hit your muscles differently, and I invite you to use intuition to decide which one feels best in your body today. You'll just know, you'll get into it and you'll be like, yeah, that's the spot. And then I want you to stay there. If you really can't decide, feel free to pause in one for a few breaths and then transition to the next and pause there for a few breaths. And you might notice that as longer you sit here and pause, the more your muscle releases and lets go, and you can feel the sensation deepen in your stretch. Take one more breath in. And slowly come back up if you are down. Remove any blocks you are using. Roll on to that left hip, but keep your left foot tucked in. And actually, no, we're gonna switch that. Tuck your right foot in, and that left leg's gonna come up and over the top of that right leg. There we go. And then we're gonna twist to the left and stretch right through the left thigh here. And this one we're not gonna move in and out of. We're just gonna pause here for a moment, stretching that muscle that we just got deep into. And release. Let's do this on the other side. So coming to all fours. Bring your right foot up behind your right hand and walk it over to the left, letting your knee drop to the earth. Walking your left leg out behind you. Coming into pigeon pose. So you can start up right here and then walk forward. Do like a little mini push-up thing, but I'm not really pushing anywhere. I'm just folding and then coming back up, straightening, and then going back down. Moving in and out of this a few times. It feels so good to move our bodies. We don't often take the time to do that on an everyday basis. And then our body pays the toll. And it slowly starts to get worse and worse. Aches and pains become louder and stronger. And before you know it, most of your actions are inhibited and hidden behind that pain that has just become normal for you. And that's not okay. It needs to be addressed. All right, let's find stillness. So again, option 2, stay here in this lifted state. You can bring a block under that right hip if that's more comfortable. Notice this sensation, really feel it in the left thigh here. And you can walk your hands forward if you want, releasing your head to the earth, and notice how this shifts the sensation to the right side. So there's a lot of options, a lot of things happening here. Again, you can take both options, just split your time between the two. Wherever you land, soften and relax and breathe. One more breath in wherever you are. Slowly come out of this hold, nice and easy, rolling onto that hip. We're gonna switch legs, bringing that left leg in, crossing your right leg over, and twisting to the right. And I didn't mention this on the other side, but if this is just too much for you, because some days it's too much for me, just simply straighten that bottom leg out to the front. Breathe here, pause in your twist. And come back through center. Release everything, coming into a seat of your choice here today. Inhaling your hands up to the sky, exhaling down through heart center. I'm so glad you joined me today for this deep, full body stretch. And I really encourage you to give your body a little bit of TLC every now and then as you make your motherhood journey a walk in the park. Namaste. Okay, if you are still here, again, I apologize for not showing you about the strap earlier, but let me just quickly walk you through how you might use this if you want to give this video another try with it. So you can go ahead and make a loop if you want, but you don't necessarily need to. The first way I will show you is when we are doing our straddle stretch with our foot tucked in here. You can always loop this around the bottom of your foot, and then you can pull it in here and come up and over like this a few times. It just kind of gives you a little bit of tension here on your leg, but also to just help you pull deeper, or to make it so that you don't have to reach all the way to your foot. You bring your foot to you. So that is one option. You can use it both directions. You can use it here as well. And you can just use it like this too. So there's a lot of options there. All right, on our backs, what you would do is simply bring it either around the bottom of your foot, and then you can pull it in like this. And this is a great way, honestly, to get a deeper stretch here. But it's also really great if you're just super not flexible, like you can't reach up behind your leg or whatever, you can just be here and still pulling and getting the good stretch. You can try to bring this behind your leg and just grab on with one hand and pull it in like that. That works as well. So basically the strap is just going to be an extension of your arms, just allowing yourself to get a little more reach when you just can't quite make it there with your own anatomy. So I hope that helped. I have a whole video on how to use a yoga strap, and I will make sure that I link that here and also down below so you have all the information you need. Thank you and namaste.